Hello viewers and welcome to a brand new episode of Mechanic Brewery Season 6, where I talk about the various homebrew mechs created by the Lancer community. In today's episode, Ursa Major, from Stellar Vyologics Industrial, by Gerg. Ursa Major, otherwise known as the Great Bear, is a constellation in the northern celestial hemisphere. More commonly it's seen as the Big Dipper, as these 7 stars are generally just plain brighter and easier to see. The Ursa Major isn't just associated with many myths across the globe, it also serves as a pointer to many other constellations or stars, including the Polaris, which is almost directly above the North Pole, allowing navigators to use it as a way to locate their positions. Named after the constellation, Ursa Major is here to ship things in and keep its cargo secure no matter the obstacle. But first, let's talk about this homebrew company and its core bonuses first. The Stellar Vyologics Industrial is a relatively newcomer in the mechanized warfare market that originates from the planet of Alia, headed by an unknown Damascene JJ, an unknown human under alias Joe Jane Smith. SVI operates more like art house, providing clients with especially potent paracausal technologies with custom-tailored frames, and the core bonuses they provide are just as weird, unique, and completely bizarre. First, bullet time. When you stabilize, choose 1, teleport by 1d6 spaces in any direction, or immediately perform any non-damaging quick action as a free action for once per scene, letting you move fast even if you spend a whole turn stabilizing. Second, panic button. Gain +1 repair cap. The first time you take structure damage in each scene, you gain access to walking cluster protocol, which for once per scene, lets you unleash cluster munition in a burst 3 radius, forcing anyone within to pass an agility save or take 2d6 plus 2 AP damage and be knocked prone, half on success. Also when you stabilize, instead of clearing heat or repair, you may arm this core bonus for walking cluster instead, basically an option to perform a big boom if you take too much damage. It will hurt to say the least. Third, Hellfire rounds. Gain +1 heat cap. Each time you trigger overkill on an attack, gain +1 bonus damage on that attack. Additionally, for once per scene, as a protocol, you can grant all your weapons overkill for the rest of the scene. Do you like overkill? You can do more damage with it now and more, just hope you don't cook yourself alive. Fourth, Nuclear Pocket Sand. You gain and switchblade reaction. First time you use it, take 3 heat, +1 for every successive use, for once per round as a reaction. Each time an enemy moves in and out of a space within range 3, you can throw pocket sand at them, causing them to stop that movement and must pass an engineering save or be blinded until the start of their next turn and take 3 AP kinetic, 1 on success, or failure. You may move 3 spaces in any direction afterward, a good way to keep enemies from doing harm on you or your allies and also get out of there. Fifth, Vanguard Overboosters. At the start of any scene, as a protocol, you can boost as if you have 10 speed, also grants +1 accuracy on all checks, saves, and attacks until the end of your turn. Is this just Pancrathy? Not quite but close enough. Remember, if something die in turn 1, the action economy will play in your favor. Lastly, Favor from the inside. Gain +1 systems point and access to an exotic gear associated with an SVI frame. It's only usable on that frame, and yes, every SVI frame gets their own one. This is an insane idea for core bonus for sure, and Ursa Major gets one that lets you override safety protocols, letting you and allies riding on you to go fast, be hard to hit from sheer speed, and smash right through any obstacle, something you very much desire. And with that done, let's talk about Ursa Major itself. Looking at its stats, this is a massive size 3 frame with 2 armor, high health, high repair cap, but has low evasion and average speed. It also has a long sensor range, average E defense, high heat cap, and a high 8 base system points. As for its traits, it has 3 of them. First, Rolling Battalion. When Ursa Major starts moving or is moved for any reasons, adjacent allies may mirror its movement and treat its armor as theirs if it's higher until the end of their next turn. Second, Bullet Train. For once per round, when Ursa Major enters or moves through an enemy's space, it may rams them as a free action, 3 explosive damage on hit. And third, Behemoth Tactics. Ursa Major may share its space with smaller characters and objects. It's also treated as hard cover for any adjacent allies. In summary, Ursa Major is the only frame that won't be improved upon taking mule harness because it's already a goddamn battle train that can move through anything no matter what and lets its passengers perform drive-by shooting. As for its weapon mounts, it has 2, 1 main and 1 flex. Onto its core power, Ursa Major can activate Steam Engine for Crash at Crush, upon activation as a protocol, until the end of the scene, for once per round when you end a movement, Voluntary or not, you may release a burst 3 steam cloud. Hostile in the area must pass an engineering save or take 3 heat and burn. Allies gain soft cover till the end of their next turn instead. As if using its body to block damage isn't enough, Ursa Major's core power lets it unleash hot steam to discourage enemies from getting too close and also give nearby allies some cover, and with it being a size 3, that burst 3 will be massive. As for the rest of its license, you get Chaos Cannon and Mech Catcher in the first section. Chaos Cannon, support fire is best fire. It's an auxiliary cannon with a clearly homebrew loading tag that lets it fires 3 times before reloading with long range and also dealing an incredible damage. However, there's a catch. The only way to fire this weapon is when an adjacent ally skirmishes or barrages, and only if you have a reaction too. Still, this is a ton of damage for an auxiliary even if it can only fire a number of times before reloading. Pretty good. Mech Catcher, get out of the way. For once per round when you ramp or melee a prone character, you can send them flying by 3 spaces in any direction, a good way to apply express delivery to your target across the continent. Aside from Ursa Major itself, you get Smoker's Cough and Auto Shotgun in the second section. Smoker's Cough, rather environmental unfriendly, is an unique main CQB with 1 knockback, good threat, cone 5, and a low 1 kinetic. What you really want is on crit. For once per round, all targets in the area must pass a hull save or be knocked prone. You want to keep things down, this will do very well. Auto Shotgun, the Mini-Tiga stares at you, your mech gains AI tag and the stay down reaction which consume Overwatch on use. This doesn't count towards your AI limit and cannot cascade. For once per round as a reaction, when an enemy within range 3 moves or clears prone, they must pass a hull save or be knocked prone, taking 3 kinetic, and are also impaired until they can clear prone. This license really wants things to stay down for a long time, useful in that regard. In the final section, you get Railgun and Conductor class Comp Con. Railgun, not for making train track, is a limited system in which you get a thermal dice that starts at 1. Adjacent ally may transfer 2 heat to you to increase thermal dice by the heat gained. You are still getting cooked by the way. At 6, you gain the SSOL Scattershot full action, which upon activation, reset your thermal dice and expend a charge to release a cone 7 superheated attack. Choose any hostile in the cone, they must pass an engineering save or take 4 burn and 4 energy and be pushed 4 spaces away, half on success. Additionally, objects and terrains you choose in the area take 50 AP explosive damage, enough to destroy most everything. While the attack is absolutely devastating, one probably noticed that the system is also useful for taking heat away from your allies too. Arguably, you will probably make more uses out of that feature than the gun part. Pretty good. And lastly, there's Conductor class Comp Con, train not included. Your mech gains AI tag plus plot a course and full steam ahead. This cannot cascade. Plot a course is a quick action that lets you create a size half station within sensor that will self-disassemble at the end of the scene. Enemy adjacent to it must pass an engineering save or be slowed till end of their next turn. And full steam ahead is also a quick action that costs 2 heat, that lets you pick a station within range 8 and be pulled. Any object between takes 50 AP explosive damage and enemy get pushed 3 spaces away instead. In short, this is more a tool to move yourself quickly than anything else. It can also be used to assault a position as you can push all enemies away from cover too. Needless to say, this is very good with Ursa Major, or any builds that can carry allies around. And that's basically it on Ursa Major, the train that will arrive no matter what. Its license is packed full of tools and weapons to keep things down and away. You want to get your allies where they need to be, this will work very well. That's all for now, and I will see you all next time. Hello there. If you like this video, please subscribe and click that notification bell button. If you want to see the videos early as well as further support my channel, you can join in my Patreon page, or buy me some coffee, links in the description. Anyway, have a nice day.